We'll fix that one in post.
No. I think we're good.
That was good.
I think I spiked the mic, but look, man. Recently, I found out how to edit audio better.
Really?
Been trying to bring down the highs and bring up the lows.
So you're like an SSRI of the fucking audio world now?
Yeah, dude. Making this shit
Stabilizer. Mood stabilizer.
But what's up, man? How we doing? What is this?
Oh, this is a special Mother's Day episode.
So, yo.
You know, we were talking and moms need the love. So we figured we'd sit down and shout out some moms. Our moms, your moms, the MILFs, the mommies, whatever you call them.
We love you. And we're just doing the reg. But in your honor, mommies. Mommies, dummy mommies.
So, for the special mommies episode, being the nerds we are, let's dive into some TV, movie, I don't know, maybe video game moms, and come up with a top 10 list and maybe some honorable mentions for this special Mother's Day celebration episode.
I ended up being the usual student that I am and came unprepared.
Oh, do you need a pen? At least you brought a pen and a notebook. I mean,
Yeah,
you just didn't do your homework.
I didn't do my homework, guys. It's okay. I'm gonna pass though. Watch me.
All right, we'll see how that goes. All right, so I mean, before I dive in, let me just say thanks to my mom for putting up with my BS. My mom's for putting up with my BS. I got two great moms. My grandma, I love you. My wife, all the rest of the moms in my life, love you. Any special shout outs before we get diving in?
Shouts out to my mom. We give you hell. You give us hell. We
As
love
kids
you.
do.
And shouts out to mother of my child or two. Love you all. Love you, mommy-in-law.
Love to the mamas. So, in very good fashion, would you like to rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Best 2 out of 3.
Right.
Ready?
Oh,
Was I early or were you late?
I think I was late. Okay.
Ready? That was practice.
Okay.
Here we go. For real. Oh. Ah! Okay, 2 out of 3. You go first. Who's your first mom?
Sticking to some video games.
I knew you'd know some video game moms.
And movies. Marvel Rivals.
Okay, so
Storm.
Sue Storm, going to be played most notably by Vanessa Kirby in the upcoming Fantastic Four First Steps, coming out this July. I believe it's like July 25th. But enough about my crazy Rain Man memory and stupid shit. Sue Storm, mom to Franklin and Valeria Richards.
Yep.
Franklin. The spoilers for people that don't know some of this stuff, it's comic knowledge. A lot of people know. If you think it's going to spoil the movie, I'm sorry. Franklin Richard, Omega level mutant, with Technically, we'll see what the MCU does with him and his power set, because they obviously been known to scale back people. But Sue Storm, Miss Invisible,
Invisible Woman.
yeah, Invisible Woman. Jessica Alba played her.
She did. It was a fun Silver Surfer movie.
It was. You're talking the second one,
Yeah.
Rise of the Silver Surfer,
Yes.
with Lawrence Fishburne voicing Silver Surfer in that movie, and Galactus just being a giant cloud.
That was very odd.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
which I've watched some video breakdowns on that movie by other fellow YouTube podcasters. It looks like that was a mid-production change, because if you notice in the opening credits, Galactus is teased comic accurate with the horns on the helmet and everything coming.
Some stuff like that.
Yeah, so it was teased that he was going to be there, but maybe that was a, during production budget change. But as we veer off track here, I like Sue Storm. We're going to put her down.
Sue Storm!
Sue Storm. And I guess I'm going to go TV.
TV.
Yeah, I'm going to go TV. And I'm going to go TV mom, Peg Bundy.
Peg Bundy.
Are you familiar with Married with Children?
Oh! Yeah.
Ow! Let's see. Peg Bundy, housemaker, played by the great Katie Sagal. She plays Leela in Futurama, other nerdy stuff. She was also in that the big biker show that everybody was into. I didn't get into it. Sons of Anarchy. I think she played the main character, Jax is his name. Listen, I don't watch this shit. I just know enough in the pop culture world that I know these things.
Nice.
But I think she played his mom in the show. But in Married with Children, she's Bud, and what was the daughter? Christina Applegate played Kelly. Bud and Kelly Bundy. I think they turned out okay-ish as far as her duties as a mom. I think she was great. It was one of those moms that I laughed with and could relate to. I don't think that show could ever be remade today, though. I do hear rumors of an animated reboot coming back. Only because Christina Applegate suffers from some medical stuff, so for her to act is getting very difficult. I actually think she retired from acting. I think she had some severe medical issues. I'm not 100% what they are. But Peg Bundy, yay?
Peg Bundy, yay. Yay.
Yay. Peg Bundy. Now, we're going to rate these. We're going to get a good group here. Probably 15 or 20 of these, and then we'll rank them towards the end of the episode.
Okay,
so
we got to start
now,
popping them out.
Now you're up.
Europe?
You're up.
A Europe mommy.
Oh! I see what you did there.
Oops. I wanted to keep it in the TV realm. I have
Live action or animated.
I've got cartoons.
It's all in play, bro.
I had a cartoon.
Crush. You're gonna say Cartoon Crush, aren't you?
No, maybe. But I think for the wrong reasons. I don't know if I should say it because of that.
Okay, we might have to fix that in post.
Okay,
get you in trouble.
But I think this is starting to be more of like An honorable mention. Okay, I think I had.
We'll figure the honorable mention out later. We'll just who you got.
Okay, because I got the
Suspense is killing me.
I got the mom / scientist in my life as a teenage robot. Does she count as a mom? She built a teenage robot.
I mean, does the robot call her mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It counts. It
I
counts.
forget her name, but she was
We'll call her Science Lady.
science mom.
Pros, cons, qualities.
Smart as fuck. She created life instead of in the womb. That's I don't know. That's a level of 10 intelligence.
Okay. I'll go yay on that one. Well, that's on the list.
I think she's kind of cute. I really wasn't looking at moms at the time. I was looking more at the teens. I was like, that robot's got hips.
Animators were wild, dude. Animators were wild in the day. Dude, we had a whole net documentary on Dan Schneider and Nickelodeon live action shit. Can we talk about the animation side of shit? Like, everybody just wants to turn a blind eye to that. I mean,
Look,
really?
honestly, I think
Not to get off subject.
I think the Nickelodeon side of the cartoons a lot more tame compared to
Cartoon Network. Oh yeah, Cartoon Network.
Cartoon
was just
Network
out there
was
wild.
Crazy, dude. I swear they were crazy. Sorry, guys, I'm blowing your ears out for a sec. But I had a Cartoon Network example that, dude, Misadventures of Flapjack. That was like towards the end of my cartoon era.
As an adult, I've turned
TV
it on.
cartoon.
I have kids that are younger than you, so I think I think I have my oldest is probably like your youngest sister's age.
No, I think I heard yours is younger.
Oh, maybe,
sister.
maybe. She's 23, so
She's 25.
okay. So we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Same ballpark.
Zillennials.
But yeah, I remember Flapjack. I think my kid watched it. My son.
That one was upsetting.
And he's only 21.
Like, I look back and this is upsetting.
I was a Chowder guy. Still,
Chowder was great.
Chowder. Robo.
Rada.
Back to the moms. The most important thing today. I'm gonna drop an ace card out. I'm gonna drop an ace card. Kitty Foreman. Come at me, bro. Kitty Foreman. Kitty Foreman. You can't even argue that. I just have to say the name. Oh, Red.
Oh my god. Snowed at the end. Oh, but that's the bad season.
Was it?
The
last two, I think, were pretty rough.
Yeah, because that's when
They replaced.
our boy-
They replaced
Yeah.
Topher Grace. He was off playing Venom. Worthy.
Look, dude, that he's part of why I love Spider-Man 3. I don't know why people hate, dude.
The studio just got too involved with it, and let's not get too far off topic with the moms, but yeah, the studio just got too involved. Too many cooks in the kitchen. They wanted to pack too many villains and too many storylines into it. Keep it at a 2-villain max. I think in those earlier days. Now I think you could get away with something like that, which they proved.
Yeah.
With these multiverse movies, which thank God we're coming to the end of that. But yeah, back to moms,
Dude. Slight tangent, but that's why I love Black Widow for some reason. It was just one dude. It was one organization with one dude, and then it was done.
Yep.
Anyways, Kitty Foreman. Love her.
All right. You're up.
What the fuck was her name? But George Lopez. I forgot you never watched George Lopez.
I've watched it. His mom in that show, or his wife?
His wife.
Oh, because I was thinking more his mom.
No, not Benny. I know her name.
She was hilarious. One of the better parts of the show for me.
I know she was funny. I know. But because I was like, this is my family. This is my TV family. Like, this is my family in the TV. I'm like, I know that's actually how it be.
Let's try something here. Alexa, who was George Lopez's wife in the George Lopez show?
George Lopez is currently not married. He has been married once, to Sharama Lopez, from 1993 to 2011.
This bitch.
Giving us the real shit.
She's been hanging out with my wife too much. Doesn't even pay attention to what I'm saying.
Is that shit ready?
The coffee's ready. Good.
Hold on. We're a little coffee.
We're gonna be doing a little warm up. Do you mind pouring for me, sir? Since you're on that side. And while you're pouring, I will plug.
Plug away, man.
Plug away.
Who do we get?
What do we got from Who Did We Get It? Let's see. I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this because I'm blind. And we've got C-Mac OG Doobies 1 gram pre-roll. And I got this from the fine folks at Green Acres in Riverview, Michigan. Go see the crew down there and they'll hook you up with all sorts of goodies. They got edibles. I mean, it's a dispensary. They got all this shit. I mean, and it's good. I don't know. If you're looking for weed, go there. I mean, support your local guy on the corner sometimes, but hit up the dispensary. Green Acres, Riverview, Michigan.
Green Acres.
Amazing staff.
Amazing.
Now, let's get lit and back to the moms.
Mrs. Lopez. Fucking what's her name?
Anyways, Mrs. Lopez. Wife. We'll just say Lopez wife.
Lopez.
All right. I mean, there's some really low-hanging fruit that we could really just knock off the board real quick. That doesn't really need any.
Angie Lopez.
Okay. Ange, you're right.
Angie Lopez.
And I'll throw another low-hanging fruit one out there. Marge Simpson. Right. I mean, Marge Simpson, she puts up with with Homer's BS. She's got to deal with Bart. She's carrying around Maggie, who never grows up, can't learn how to walk.
Poor Maggie. Pobrecita. She's
crawling
got
around.
dwarfism.
And if you want to see my theory on how they should age up The Simpsons, go back to episode whatever it was and check that out.
We're in season 79 now. Where the fuck are we now?
So yeah, that's my easy one off the board. So who's your next? And just because I said Hoosier doesn't mean it has to be a mom from Indiana. Shout out my home state.
Francine Smith.
I like it. Another nice one. Popular. Franny.
Some of that Franny Panny.
I'm gonna throw another one out there that you're probably not too much aware of, but probably do know. But I'm going to say Mrs. Brady.
Mrs. Brady.
From the Brady Bunch.
Yes, we know Sabo.
You're familiar? I'm guessing? No? Man, you need to watch. Listen, just spend a day on either Roku, Live TV, or Pluto. Stream now, pay never. It's free. Super awesome, all right? Pluto, we'll take a sponsorship. Hook us up. Even Tubi, these free old school streaming services, dude. You can find all the great stuff. Stuff that you won't see on TV. I still have yet to find The Cosby Show. I think they buried that stuff in a vault somewhere. But that, again, another show that you probably could never make again. And I saw somewhere online that really had me puzzled. So if the show's called The Cosby Show and his name was Cliff Huxtable, who the fuck are the Cosbys?
Guys, I don't like where this is going.
Anyways, off that tangent, and like I said, Hoosiers. Who's your mom?
Hoosiers. All right, guys. Oh. I was gonna do a hear me out, but all right. Hear me out, guys.
All right, I'm listening.
Caillou's mom.
You're gonna have to sell me on that one. I don't know it.
You've never seen Caillou?
Just because I look like Caillou grown doesn't mean I
don't know, guys. Am I going crazy? Am I absolutely insane for that one?
I'm gonna put a question mark by that one. That one's 50-50 right now. Let's see. Next up on the mom list, the most wanted moms. Let's see. Let's go. And this is a callback to maybe someone should come out and see you perform one night, because this is a callback. How about the mom in The Shining? What's her name?
Is it Wendy? It's not Wendy. That's Wendy Williams.
What is her name? Alexa, what is the mom's name in The Shining?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the role of Wendy Torrance is played by Shelley Duvall.
What the fuck?
Nice call.
I second guess myself. Who the fuck am I? Oh, dude, it kind of
Okay,
bums me out.
so yeah, I nominate Wendy. She survived Jack being a very bored boy or whatever he's typing.
He was just a boy, okay? He just wanted to be one of the boys.
Okay, back to you. This is working out pretty well. You hit it, now it's your turn. Now I'll hit it and think, and
because I kind of
thanks
want
to
to keep
Green
it
Acres.
in the book realm. Oh.
Are you expecting me to have read something? Jeez.
Keeping it in line with The Shining, I say.
Do I know where this is going?
No.
Oh.
Because I was trying to like grasp for something. Oh, I mean, you know what? Fucking Alexa, what is the name to Percy Jackson's mom in the Percy Jackson series?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Percy Jackson's mom is Sally Jackson.
Sally! Dude, Sally's the best. Because Percy's favorite color is blue, everything she cooks is blue.
She slept with a god, dude. Who the fuck cares?
Slept with God, made him change his mind. about humanity.
I mean, she literally does fall into the MILF category, right? Like, a god fucked her. Now, I've seen the movies, and I don't recall the actress who plays her, so I can't be comparative to your literature. You know, I don't do much reading.
I read 10 of the books.
Oh, look at you. How many personal pan pizzas did you get? Oh, Book It was done by the time you were in school.
By the time I got out of middle school, the first 5 were out. And I think by the time I got out of high school, the second 5 got out.
Okay. So we got 1.
Yeah, we got about 12, 11.
So we're about halfway there. Let's see how deep a cuts I can get. Let's see. People are out there probably screaming at us. Say this. Say it. Lois Griffin.
Peter. You just want that.
She's a redhead.
I was like, nah, you're just going for that. No. Is it that Peter Schmidt?
The Peter Schmidt money. Yeah, I'm looking for a sugar mama. And she's shown she could, maybe get rough in bed. That'd be new.
Dude, a little fucking rich girl heiress. Damn. A New England heiress.
Dude, I could so do a yacht. You ever watch that?
You're the fucking yacht.
You ever watch that? It's on Bravo, I think. Below Deck Sailing Yacht or the Below Deck Australia Adventures or some shit. It's basically your typical trope of like reality TV, kind of scripted-ish, but it's these younger people that go to work on these yachts, and the crank cameras just follow them around, and they're precarious and all this stuff. The guests are really the characters on the show. They're pretty fun, but anyways, off on that tangent.
No.
On this tangent-filled episode.
You got me fucked up on the Lois Griffin.
You're thinking about that red hair, aren't you?
I was like, no, not Lois Griffin. I was going to do Lois Griffin, but I was like, no, Francine.
I mean, Bonnie's still on the board. Or Cleveland's wife.
Bonnie's
Crazy.
Like, Francine and Lois are nuts. Bonnie is insane. No. Yes. But no! Okay, Bonnie. Put her on the list.
Okay, so we got Bonnie. We got, I said, Lois. Okay, so it's back to me now. Hell with it. Let's stay in the cartoon world, and it's been a big topic for us, and you've actually been told to shut up about it. How about Nancy Hicks Gribble?
Nancy Gribble.
Maybe not the best wife, but as a mom, we'll leave that for the debate segment.
Okay, fucking talking about King of the Hill. Dude, I just saw one of these in the last 20 episodes. So in the last 2 days. I've seen the one where Joseph is questioning. He's like, I'm not your son, am I, Dale?
Oh, and he thinks he's half alien?
He's like, Mom, am I really my dad's son? She's like, Dale is your dad. Dale is your dad. Dale is your dad. I was like, holy shit, dude.
On a personal level, there's an episode, and I'm sure you're past it at this point, but there's an episode where Peggy's writing for the Bystander, and it's the episode where she finds out about Dale and Nancy. Spoilers.
Yes.
And she like writes a whole column, and Dale obliviously doesn't understand it, and she goes to confront him, and then sees the exchange he has with Joseph, and she changes her mind. Like that just, I mean, that tickles me, and makes me feel like, you know what? Don't fuck up somebody's life just to make yourself feel better. You know, just to justify your morals. You know, not everybody lives by your moral code, bro.
God damn.
Anyway,
like the fucking metal.
Deep tangent cut there. Anyways, Nancy, so you're back up now.
Kind of want to keep it in King of the Hill. I don't know. Hear me out, guys.
Who are we going? Are you gonna say Min Supernuisance phone?
That was gonna be my third.
Okay, now I know who you're gonna say. I'll just write it down. I'm gonna write this down, and you tell me if I'm right. Here, let me find a better piece of paper.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Luann, guys. Wait.
The Manger Babies.
No, not Luann.
Oh.
Well,
I just gave a couple away then.
No. Her mom was it Leanne?
Oh, Leanne, her mom.
Her mom.
You want to put her on the Mother's Day Spectacular? She did time in a prison.
That's why she was my hear me out. Hear me out. Look, when she was good,
okay,
for like the 3 hours.
Yeah, before Bill turned her into a foot fetish machine.
That was wild.
And he just decided to scrap his fucking pills for her. Bad choice, Bill.
That's on Bill.
Okay, so I'm gonna cautiously write this down with several question marks. That's gonna be a heavy debate. I'm gonna, since I wrote it down and I thought that's where you were gonna go.
Min.
No, not Min. I'm gonna go her daughter, Luann. Luann is a great mom, I feel like.
Yeah.
Even with her Aunt Peggy Hill trying to guide her.
Oh my fucking god, dude. That is... And see, that's what I end up relating with more now because...
And I think there's going to be reasons why we haven't mentioned her yet, but we might as well just write her down. So we can do this snake style. So I'll do 2 picks and then we'll get back on track. Yeah, Luann and Peggy.
And Min.
Okay, so that's yours.
Basically all the chicks on the fucking King of the Hill roster.
Even Mrs. Strickland? Not Mrs. Strickland.
No, she's okay. Out of all of these women, she's actually clinically insane. What? she knew and was ahead of fucking Strickland's shenanigans. Like they had fucking killing money.
They did.
It was nuts.
They were killing emus. Remember when Buck had them? That was the cult episode. Yeah. Anyways,
started on a cult episode.
Back to the mamas. Was it my turn? You said Min, so yeah, I guess it's back to me. I want to go. I'm gonna go. Martha Kent.
Martha Kent.
Superman's mama. Adopted.
Okay. Little set.
Why did you say Martha?
Set. Spike. Aunt May.
There's some technicalities in the debate section we'll get into. Because I had questions as well. So I'm going to double down on Martha and say Martha Wayne.
Martha Wayne.
How's our list looking?
We got a hefty list now.
We got a hefty list.
15.
Do you think maybe we could take a 10-1 and deliberate and come back and reveal the top 10?
We're
gonna debate on the pod, but we'll ponder our list. And I need to
gonna ponder, guys.
I need to pontificate as we have a wife stopping at stores and stuff. We're having mommies over tomorrow for burgers on the grill.
It is almost Mother's Day.
It
We are
is.
doing in the Baragon house. We're doing Belle Isle.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day this weekend. Get your outdoor time in because are we rolling?
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes. You texted me last night at like 11 something, and I'm old, so I was passed out. You said you won't be up by 7ish, will you? I text you at 5:43 this
Yeah.
morning, and said 7. That's kind of late, isn't it?
Shit.
But anyways, yeah. So where was I going with that? Anyways,
You know, so
we're back to the moms. We pontificated on some thoughts, and now we're gonna get into the debate segment of ranking these mommies. I've seen the list, some MILFs. So let's get into it.
we gotta chop out 6 of these mommies.
Right off the bat. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
No.
Your hear me out is gonna be the first cut.
No, dude.
I'm taking executive producer credits on this one and calling the first cut.
No, dude. Come on.
Leanne Platter is toast. She's off the list.
You guys are.
She stabbed her husband with a fork, left her kid with a tipped over trailer in a mobile home park to live with her aunt and uncle and 12-year-old nephew.
Hear me out, dude. Hear me
No,
out.
I've heard enough. Judgment rendered.
My little tattooed alcoholic, silver hair, blonde fox.
Foot fetish rageaholic, fork fearing.
I had a fungus too. Mine cleared up. Come look at these toes.
Fundraiser idea.
Come look at these toes.
Okay, so so I cut out Leanne.
I can change her.
She can't be fixed, bro. She did time and couldn't be rehabilitated. So, on to let's pick somebody else here.
Okay, I think.
You can pick apart one of mine. Go ahead.
No. I think I want to do a little verses because I still
Oh,
got
okay. Versus. Let's
got-
do this.
Beggy Hill and Peg Bundy.
Ooh, Battle of the Pegs.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Pegboard.
So, this is actually funny that you picked these two because I'll be honest, both are despite Peggy Hill being substitute teacher of the year, well documented. She will not let you forget it. And if you don't know, she'll tell you. She's not that bright. She's pretty oblivious at times, and I feel like Peg Bundy was the same way.
Okay, so we're talking about even ground so far.
Yeah, so we're pretty even ground. Peg Bundy had 2 kids and a lazy-ish shoe salesman for a husband, and Al, who would come home and instantly just put his hand down his pants and turn the TV on.
Dude, and that paid for a house?
In Chicago suburbs.
It's Chicago.
Yeah. Where the new Pope's from.
Hey! Shout out to the Pope.
Hey, this is the Pope.
The Pope.
But then you got Peggy Hill. Was she really raising Luann? She was kind of already a young adult and going towards college.
Basically starts going to college as soon as...
Yeah, as soon as the series picks up. So, I don't know. As I think it's still going. Your thoughts on Peggy Hill? Don't let just me run my mouth.
Dude. I think I like Peg Bundy more because I don't remember her enough to be like, oh no, I fucking hate her for what she did here and here and here. Because, oh my god, dude. The more times I watch King of the Hill, I'm like, god damn it, Peggy. God damn it, Peggy. You took a child from Mexico.
100%.
God damn it, Peggy. You don't speak Spanish.
And like I said, Peg Bundy had 2 kids. And a terrible husband. Peggy at least had a great husband in Hank Hill.
That's the thing.
He went above and beyond. Had great friends. I say we give it to Peg Bundy. Number 10 in the top 10, Peg Bundy. And while you choose another versus, I'm gonna go let the home security system in.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we have?
Sure, we had,
Who's the next versus? I guess. Who is this? Why is there an RV pulling up in front of my house? Oh, it's the neighbor.
Getting that Y turn.
No wonder the alarm system's going nuts. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us.
Peggy Hill. He's lost to Peg Bundy.
Peggy Hill is gone, and Peg Bundy is gone.
Luann
Okay.
versus Francine Smith.
Ooh, Luann versus Francine Smith.
Battle of the Blondes.
Battle of the Blondes. I like your alliteration, bro. Love the alliteration. Anytime I can pull it in. Okay, you start. Plead your case.
Okay, so I mean, in the left corner, we got Luann Platter. She's got fucking Lucky. She got 1 kid, as far as we know. She's what, like 20, 21 by the end of King of the Hill.
I'd say she's, because there's an episode of King of the Hill where Hank's the designated driver for her 21st birthday. So I would say she's probably, let's call it 24, 25.
Okay. Yeah, because I forget how. I forget how.
I'm good at timelines and continuity. Continuity is a big thing to me, dude.
Wait. Okay, so she was like 20 by when Bobby turned 13. Then. Like,
Yeah, so when the baby was born, she was probably 22, 23 years old.
Huh? But Bobby's still 13?
Continuity-wise, supposedly there's a deleted scene that showed that everything that happened in all 13 seasons was, well, at the time was only 11 seasons. The wedding, Lucky and Luann's wedding, was supposed to be the end of the series. And there was a scene where the four guys are out in the alley afterwards, and they talk about how it was been a crazy past year. So all 11 seasons, continuity-wise, had supposedly taken place within a year, which doesn't track because you have multiple Christmas episodes, multiple Thanksgiving episodes. So I mean, that doesn't really track. Shout out to Squirrel Tactics on YouTube for a lot of the deep dive content that has helped increase my King of the Hill knowledge. A lot of the stuff I noticed, but he takes it a little deeper. Shouts out. Anyways,
sure we're not smoking the wrong shit. By the time I get there, I need to start recording. Be like, okay, I need to start note taking on the continuity, because, dude, as far as I know,
Bobby does only go up to 13, age wise.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because there's a specific episode where it's his birthday.
Yeah.
It's when Peggy and Hank's building coffins for him and Peggy. Yeah. And they're in the garage and his birthday's in there. Yeah. But anyways, back to the Battle of the Blondes. We were Luann and Francine. Let's get back on mom topic.
Luann and Francine. So yeah, no, in this corner, Luann's, let's just say 21, one kid, married. Apparently, well, that's not canon yet. We won't talk about what's going to happen in further this future. But I mean, she fell into a cult. She knows how to do hair, kind of.
She plays with puppets, the Manger Babies.
She's got a TV show.
She sold DVDs. And for those of you that don't know what DVDs are, they're like CDs, which is even more of a relic. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents, whatever. Yeah, anyway, she sold DVDs. But yeah, I like it. Luann falls into the MILF category. That southern MILF with the hot pants and the tight top, she falls into the MILF category.
I know I've seen some people say, no, if you're not like in your 30s, you're not a MILF. Look,
I think
the title is mother.
Right, I think the qualification is mom.
Like, yes, you are still a bitch in your 20s. You are also a mom. That goes hand in hand. Your mom is a bitch. I mean, I didn't say that. Who said that?
So Francine Smith, mommy of two, wife to Stan Smith,
who works at Place Redacted.
Place Redacted. Let's see. Housemaker, I guess. Housewife. Never has a set job title other than mom.
She fucks around.
And not only does she have to deal with Steve and his nerdy bunch of weird friends. The Snot has a thing for his mom, Aunt Haley. Then you also have to deal with an alien with a bazillion fucking different personalities, a psychotic German fish. I think this one goes to Francine.
for dealing with Roger.
For dealing with the amount of BS. And she's handy. Like, she was able to figure out the remember the episode where they get caught shoplifting, and then she ends up smuggling Steve out by
Smuggles
sticking
him
him
out,
back up rebirthing him. Does that count as an extra kid? So does she actually have 3?
A rebirth?
Yeah. And didn't she give birth to Greg and Terry's kid?
Oh my god!
That's right. Yeah. She's the birth mother.
Surrogate mom.
Yeah. So I give it to Francine Smith.
All right.
That was an easy debate. Number 9, Francine Smith.
Francine.
Franny. All right. I'm gonna call the next battle here. Let's get ready to mumble. Martha. Martha Kent versus Martha Wayne.
Martha Kent, Martha Wayne. You're kind of speaking tongues over here.
This is the DC Marthas, man. Martha Kent, Superman's adopted mother, his earthly mother. Or Martha Wayne,
Bruce Wayne's mom.
Bruce Wayne's mom, who was tragically gunned down in an alley after a play that Bruce probably didn't even want to go fucking see.
All right.
You got
Pros.
You
Both
got
of them raised superheroes.
no. I debate that.
Cons. One of them died. So who really won here?
Depends on which continuity you follow. So keep going. I've got counterpoints to this.
Look, man. As far as I can see, Martha Kent has not many cons. Lives on the farm, dude. Raised a good boy.
Okay.
He's a good little farm boy.
All right. What do you got on Martha Wayne?
I mean, they were original
I've got
parents.
thoughts.
They were there for him until oopsies.
My turn?
Okay.
Rebuttal?
Okay.
In response to you saying they both raised superheroes, in comic book guy fashion, wrong. Martha was killed turning Bruce Wayne into Batman. She did not raise him. Alfred did.
Okay.
Martha Kent actually raised an alien god.
I don't know about gold.
And depending on which comic, they play on, sometimes Pa Kent dies, sometimes Ma Kent dies. It depends. Sometimes, so both could end up passing away or not being existing.
Guys, we're in Hicksville. Somebody rode by a lawnmower, dude.
That's the second appearance that you've seen of that lawnmower rolling down the road.
Same guy.
Yeah. I don't know. There's lawnmowers and golf carts. That's the two main modes of transportation on this little hillbilly island I live on.
Pretty good. Pretty funny.
But back to the Battle of the Marthas. Yeah, I agree. Martha instilled values in Clark. Batman is vengeance. Batman is the dark. He is the night. Superman is the light. Superman is the hope. That's what the S stands for. In my opinion, Peggy Hill style, I think Martha Kent wins this one hands down. Martha Wayne was a rich socialite. And in the, if you follow any of the comic stories, they had the Court of Owls. The Waynes weren't necessarily the squeakiest of clean people before Bruce kind of came in and cleaned house. So I mean, there was a
golf cart.
golf cart. That one looked like the city, or that was the mobile mechanic. He had fucking all sorts of shit on that golf cart. But yeah, so, and they also had Alfred Pennyworth from a very early age. He says, I helped raise you. You were there from birth, Alfred. So how much did Martha Wayne really parent young Bruce
That's what I'm thinking.
before he became a superhero? So, at number 8 on my list goes Martha Kent.
Martha Kent.
See who plays her in the upcoming Superman movie, directed by James Gunn. That comes out in July as well. I believe July 11th, maybe? I'm going to cut another one out. Are we still doing a versus, or can we cut another one? I'm going to cut Caillou's mom.
Caillou's mom.
I don't know enough, and I don't think you could sell me hard enough to even win. I think that's too low a hanging fruit to try to swindle. So, does that make your a battle a little better?
Brunette pixie cut with a hairband.
Huh? What? You're gonna have to use names. Those descriptions, I'm not getting.
You don't like a little pixie cut with bangs?
So is that like the new jellyfish look that like some of these celebrities are wearing, where it's like bangs in the front and then it just stops and then it's long in the back? Oh. It's kind of like the female mullet, basically. That's what I think.
No, not like that.
Okay,
a little more 90s.
90s. Who are we talking? Are we talking Lopez's wife and somebody?
No.
Who are we talking? Let's go.
Shoo. I'm like clearing up this list. Mrs. Brady versus Angie Lopez.
Okay. Plead your case.
Look, Angie Lopez, Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with a Mexican. This is perfect transition for her.
Here's Mrs. Brady. Till this one day when she met this fellow, she had 3 daughters of her own. Then there were 3 boys. So now she's got a house of 6. Not only did she have a house of 6, she had a housekeeper, Mrs. Alice, too. So, now, having help. I feel like that's a handicap in golf. Sports stuff thingies that you don't know about. But, yeah. So, dealing with George Lopez, dealing with those 2 kids, and the mother-in-law from that show.
That mother-in-law.
God bless her heart. Angie Lopez at number 7. Agreed?
Angie Lopez. Let's go.
Ange. All right. So we've got those knocked out. Mrs. Brady's gone. Lopez wife gone. Want to do the let's do Nancy Hicks Gribble.
Nancy Gribble
versus Bonnie.
Bonnie
from Family Guy.
Who has the hotter affair?
Right, they're both terrible. They both cheated on their husbands. They both,
both neighbors.
They're terrible people, but as moms. Kevin went nuts like Joe. Joe keeps his in check. Kevin went nuts. As a mom, she couldn't help that. Oh well. But now she's got little, what's the baby's name that she finally gave birth to after like 15 years? I don't know.
So you know, sorry.
As the voice of Patrick Stewart.
I gotta go fucking watch Family Guy.
But, and then Nancy. She's got
honestly, Nancy, while having her affair, keeps it to one guy and maintains a whole ass house. Or she pays for the whole ass house, dude.
Dale's pretty nuts, and
Dale's is
like
crazy.
Dale is like a big anchor. You know, I mean, how much money is he wasting versus taking in? I'd love to see his accounting sheets.
That's the thing.
Octavio, get on those.
Who's got a stronger will, Bonnie or Nancy? Because goddamn, fucking Dale is paying for someone else.
And Joe's a cop. Bonnie gets to stay at home. Nancy is working. I give it to Nancy. Number 6 on the list, Nancy Hicks Gribble from King of the Hill.
My nan.
Let's see. Science Mom and Min. Your lab mom or Min's Supernucin phone. I mean, she's got to deal with Khan right off the rip.
Who's got more will on this bitch? Oh my God.
And Min is pretty intelligent, so I think we had Battle of the Blondes. Now we're having Battle of the Brains.
Look, yeah, if we're doing a Battle of the Brains, as much as I love Min, as much as hello man, she's not smarter than Science Mommy. Science Mommy was smart enough to make a sentient thing.
Okay.
And she made a sentient robot, an android, if you will.
Right.
That would actually grow too.
Oh, so it aged.
It was nuts.
Yeah, I never watched that show. I don't think my kids ever watched that show, so
it goes crazy. The art style is insane, which is why I'm all like, maybe you have hips, because also robot. It was like head.
Isn't this like blue silver robot thing with pigtails or something? Yeah, okay, I've visually know what you're talking about, but I don't know the mom, so just to wet your whistle, we'll put Science Mommy at
just because it was a battle of brains.
Sci-Fi Mommy.
And we needed to cut Min somehow.
Had to get her off the list. We did Francine, right? We did Franny, yeah.
We got Franny.
Franny was number 9. I didn't miss her. Let's go with some science fiction. You had said Sally, and I went with Wendy from the Shining. Sally.
Sally v. Wendy. Ooh. I don't know, dude. I don't want to play favorite.
This is a little literary battle.
A little psychic battle, if you will. Because one is dealing with cosmic psychic powers, and one is dealing with godly magic powers. Godly cosmic powers. Shoo. I don't know, man.
Look, Wendy made it out of the Overlook. And the kid grew up. Now he had I know you haven't seen Dr. Sleep. The kid ends up having a crazy ass life and goes back to the Overlook.
I've seen that.
So yeah, that's a pretty strong deal. You'll have to give me a little more. Sally, what was the context with Sally?
Yeah, she got to bang a god, Poseidon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Percy Jackson books.
Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am kind of leaning towards Wendy, but if we're doing like a little battle of oppression, like who went through bullshit more. Look, man, poor old Sally got she got by a Minotaur. She hung out at Hades like at his feet.
Let's look at it this way. Longevity. Wendy made one book. How many did Sally make?
Dude, Wendy's in like
All of them, probably.
7,
Right. So
9 books.
Sally it is.
But she becomes like a supporting character. So it's like,
So her star rises while the other one falls.
see, but look, man, The Shining is so fucking cool. It's so hard.
It's Jakey.
Because especially in
So we want to give it to Wendy?
Because, dude, she's got. Oh, but also Sally does. I was gonna say Wendy's got a little bit of The Shining. Is what's revealed through the book. Spoiler. She's got a little bit of that psychic power.
Oh, herself, really? That's never explored in the movie, right?
Not so much.
Okay, yeah.
That's
At least not that I've noticed. I'll have to watch. I usually watch it at least once a year. That's a yearly watch.
like
Of course,
in the
Halloween
book.
time.
In the book, I remember it being something that the one other psychic guy was explaining. It's like, yeah, some people are born with The Shining.
Oh, yeah. The guy from Florida. The guy from Miami.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, and Grandma was pretty sure that every mom got The Shining too. A little bit of The Shining having a kid. I was like, ooh.
I'll have to pay attention next time.
Have you?
I don't read the books.
Mundo. Listen, audiobooks.
Okay, I do listen to audiobooks, and I have a backlog, and I have 3 credits that I need to use.
Shining.
So
The Shining, Carrie, and it.
maybe.
It is like 68 hours. But if we're talking about how many books they were in, yeah, let's go Sally.
Sally, number 4 from the Percy Jackson series. Percy Jackson's mama.
And honestly, if a god fucked a mortal, I want to fuck that mortal too. I want to say what's up. I'll cook something in blue for you.
Let's go with the battle of 2 moms, mother of 3, animated, Marge Simpson versus Lois Griffin.
Ooh. I don't know, man. I think this is pretty cut and dry.
I think it is. What?
Oh, no!
Lois has to put up with Peter, who is 10 times worse than Homer. When was the last time that Maggie tried to kill Lois? Or Marge? Stewie tries to kill Lois at least in the first 10 seasons, at least every 3rd episode, right? Till he finally does in a dream sequence. Spoiler, which threw everybody for a loop. They're like, oh, he finally did it.
No.
Psych. It was a freaking Matrix style reality dream sequence, fever pitch. My vote, not only for the red hair and total MILF, but Lois Griffin.
Look, dude. Maybe this is why I love when some blue haired girl says something.
Oh, now, hey, I like the colored hair. I like the colored hair, but come on.
Dude.
Maggie is so sweet. Homer, and she's always helping everybody. Her troubles are nowhere. Peter crashes a fucking helicopter in their front yard. Okay, Peter is worse than Homer at having a new job every episode, which was funny because I watched the Simpsons episode where he gets fired from the nuclear plant, and on his way home he goes and gets a job as a car salesman and gets fired from that. But when he gets home, he goes, "Good news! I've decided to leave my job at the car lot to become an EMT," because he bought a used ambulance.
I see.
And Marge looks at him and she goes, "But you work at the power plant." And then he goes into explaining it, and she goes, You left 2 jobs, bought an ambulance without as much as a phone call. Come on now, those are simple things. Peter's fucking crashing a helicopter in the front yard.
Look, but see, that's a gift and a curse.
And you got Chris who's jacking off every 3 seconds. And Meg?
Dude, Meg
Meg?
knows the difference between horizontal and vertical cuts, dude.
Meg?
Jake.
Lois Griffin. Or we may have to debate this harder. If I'll fight for my girl.
I think we gotta fight rock, paper, scissors.
That's
2 out of 3.
That's 2 out of 3.
Look, man, Marge is a little more grounded, and that's because I'm pretty sure, like I said, gift and a curse. Lois will give you the same look if you spent $100,000 over what we can afford, versus you also dying, killing yourself.
Okay, I just had a moment of clarity that may. Never mind. All right, rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Rock,
paper, scissors. Oh yeah. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. My girl, Lois Griffin, the redhead,
Yup.
the LG. All right. We are getting down to some of the tougher ones, bro. This is getting harder. Let's go Marvel. We brought this up, and I think we had some debates here, and this might have been an earlier cut, but this will give us good reason here. Sue Storm versus Aunt May.
Okay.
Because I think one of these is going to fall into our first honorable mention category that we're going to pick up after we reveal number 1, because we didn't mention one, but I added it to my list to compete the top 2 contenders on my list, I feel.
I think I'm about to be crucified for this. Number 2, I kind of want to give to Aunt May, dude. Though she herself was never a mom, she was definitely Peter's mom figure. Bruh, I've watched too much of Spider-Man animated years ago. I was like, oh damn. But no, dude.
So you're actually you're not
comedy.
swayed. So you're not swayed by the Marissa Tomei Aunt May who's smoking hot. You're still with the animated elderly Aunt May with the white hair and bun who looks like a refined version of Granny from Looney Tunes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm Raimi Aunt May.
Okay, I forget who played her in those movies.
I still think that she's frail and she'll break it.
Yeah. It's the really old lady. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Which, I mean, ooh.
So you're not swayed by the hot version, which is a mind of clarity.
Nice.
You're only thinking with one head. We got this. Okay.
It's nice.
So I see where you're coming from, and we debated this about her being a mom, but it's in her comic book name, Aunt May.
That is
and that's always how she's referred. Now, while she is that moral compass and guiding figure after Uncle Ben, it's always Aunt May.
Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Because, yeah, I mean, Peter's parents died when he was like a toddler?
Depends on what comic book, movie verse you want to. There's The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. They die in a plane accident. Yeah. There's different versions. Sometimes they say it, sometimes they don't. But there's so many different
I don't know, let's say
multiverses out there.
3 and 5 or 3 and 8.
So I like Sue Storm in this one, honestly.
Nice.
Not to poo-poo right away, but my case for Sue Storm is she's the mother of not only Franklin and Valeria Richards, two very important mutants and figures moving forward in the MCU thematically as we know it, but also in the comics. Not only that, but she's also the mother figure of Marvel's first family. Sue Storm, the mother.
I don't know, dude. She's 250s, drugged up mommy vibes, man.
So you're saying, well, I didn't put Miss Beaver on this list from Leave It to Beaver. I like Sue Storm.
Look, man, like she birthed them. She birthed them. This is as far as I know in the stories.
She's not Aunt Sue Storm.
No, she's not like fucking entirely detached, but that's a mom, dude. That's a mom, man. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
We're talking mom versus Guiding Light. And just because moms watch Guiding Light doesn't mean that's a soap opera deep cut. I'm explaining jokes now. This is getting rough.
I'm trying to explain mine. Like, there's 3 things you can have, but you can only have 2 at a time. type of situation.
Okay, so what are your 3 criteria here in this situation?
She could be a good mom, a good superhero, and a good wife. And she's a good superhero and a good wife. She's not so much a good mom, dude. That's why I'm saying, like, she kind of birthed them and then kind of let the Fantastic Four deal with it. She's kind of hands off.
Yes.
As far as...
And
I know, because I didn't read too much of it.
And their lore is... what was Agatha? Agatha was the babysitter / nanny for Franklin and Valeria in the early comics. So they got a nanny. But Sue Storm's a superhero. She's building the Future Foundation. She's demilitarizing the fucking world. I mean, it's way different than Martha Wayne, who was a billionaire with, possible dirt under her fingernails, with her husband being corrupt, who had a butler just raise their kid.
She could be a good mom, a good husband, and a good political socialite.
I'm
three.
I'm gonna hit you with some Meatloaf, rest in peace, the artist. He has a song that 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So I am going Sue Storm. I'm not buying your Aunt May sales pitch. It's not happening.
Look.
Aunt May takes number 1 in honorable mention. That's my compromise.
Unbelievable.
These are getting tough, dude, because we didn't mention one and we needed another one for our final battle. So I think this final battle is going to get tough too.
Let's simplify it as a mother figure who raised the better superheroes. And look, man, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, I don't know, I think he's done a little more. I think he's done a little more than Franklin Richards.
If it wasn't for Franklin Richards completely reshaping the universe, there wouldn't even be a Spider-Man.
Marvel Universe, it would just implode and restart again. Excuse you. Well, I'm bringing some.
Okay, you are really pulling a Loki and reaching for these strands, bro.
It will happen. Aunt May is the best part.
Let's go. False start. Ready? Shocker! Aunt May! Aunt May! Number two! Wow.
Don't even get me started on alternate universe anime.
If you guys, okay, listen. If you guys really like this and this is super entertaining, my brain's already turning on the Father's Day edition of this. and we're gonna have a much
deeper, number one.
We're gonna have a much deeper list and much deeper debate. We're gonna
be a 2 hour one.
We're gonna have a special Father's Day. We're both fathers. We'll do a long special episode for that. All right,
it's gotta be a day for us.
Are we ready to reveal? I'm terrible at drumming. The number one battle here. So we left off by process of elimination. Kitty Foreman versus.
What the fuck do we have left?
We don't. I added one.
Oh,
because I'm sure we're both gonna agree. Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom.
The ultimate MILF. She started the MILF category.
Honestly, fuck.
She is responsible for an entire Pornhub category, subcategory, subcategory.
I'm sorry, man. I'm still high off of that. You got me thinking crazy shit on this one. Dude, Kitty Foreman.
This one's even tough for me.
Stifler's mom.
This one's even tough for me.
Because, dude, she I forget Kitty's name, IRL, but she was in Friends, and
I don't
just
watch
recently, Friends. And unfortunately for just 2 seasons, that 90s show, dude, get the Kitty.
We talked about that before. They should have done that 90s show as just a Red and Kitty show, because that was the show just for me. Those two just made it, and that's why. I mean, and Kitty Foreman had the classic trope, a standard, pretty decent kid with another out of control kid,
R.I.P.
Tragic there. But yeah, it was Kitty Foreman. She was a little loopy. She was kind of like the innocent version of some of these other more dysfunctional moms.
She was dysfunctional in the nice way.
Right.
Because, some of these matters like Stifler's mom.
And Kitty Foreman, actually, Deborah Jo Rupp is in Agatha All Along, and is a pretty important character in the beginning. And yeah, it's good.
Cause see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, even
she basically plays Kitty in the show. She basically is the version of Kitty just in Marvelverse. It's pretty good. And then we got Stifler's mom. Stifler's mom's got a lake house. She lets the kids party there.
Oh fuck! So are we doing a who's cooler, mom?
I don't know if it's who's cooler or who would be more fun. I mean, Shipbrick ended up sleeping with her.
That's the thing. Like, I know Stifler's clam. That's gonna be ooh.
We know a comedian who does a great impression of Stifler's mom.
We may have to maybe a future episode.
Yeah, we may have to get her.
You guys are watching.
We may, yeah. If you're watching, you know who you are. But yeah, we'll have to do like a skit American Pie skit or something.
That one's gonna be a wrestling and impressions episode.
Ooh, there we go. Back to the debate. Now that I've refilled on coffee and I'm ready to debate this.
Stifler's mom. She's like you said, she's got a fucking.
And she's mysterious too. Like you never really
shows
know
up.
Right.
She shows up and she gets to fuck you.
She's a legend all the way through, and then just 5 minutes at the end. That's all you get, and boom. Some of the biggest things about those American Pie movies.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with me. If I know it's coming, I'm not like
Coming. Stifler's mom.
If I know Stifler's mom is coming, it's all like, oh, one of us get to go today. Here we go.
Some clickbait maybe that I saw. I don't remember the source, but I think I saw on the interwebs of a final American Pie movie in development where Stifler's mom dies.
No.
And the gang
heard something.
And the gang comes back for the funeral. So that if that's in development, that will be interesting. But Kitty Foreman.
Kitty Foreman.
Would you bang Kitty Foreman?
That's what I was trying not to explicitly say. With Kitty.
Look, bro. I mean, a little elder love. I mean, I'm 43. Kitty's getting in my age range. She's not so much a cougar. She's
Gilf. Oh shit,
dude. I'm the male version of a gilf. I've got a grandkid, so at 43.
Oh no, you actual gilf.
I'm a pilf because I'm papa. I'm a pilf.
Gam and Pawpaw. Oh shit.
That's funny. That's what. So the orange cat that runs around here, we're grandparents too, and my wife slipped up the other day and called herself Gam. So I have latched onto that, and I use it.
Oh my god, you me to get that?
I got her on that, and that's self-given name now.
Dude, that shit had me dying. Back to King of the Hill. Fucking Bobby goes to that one cadet school, and Cotton comes in.
Oh yeah,
and he's like.
Yeah.
Hey, ging.
And it shows that ended up Bobby outlasted Cotton in the hole.
He's like, I'm
wholesome
ging,
show.
You're not my bing. I was like, Cotton.
Cotton's taking over the base. Poor Cotton, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Cotton.
All right, so number one. So we got two cool moms. I mean, they got the basement, the Vista Cruiser, hooked them up with those things. Mom of two.
Fuck.
Is Stifler an only child or no? He's got siblings because it's talked about in the first movie. I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got siblings. I don't know how many. So multiple children. No, don't know anything about the dad. Just there's money around. Because they got the lake house, she's always on vacation, blah blah blah, and dad can't be in the picture because she's sleeping around with graduated students. Kitty Foreman, Red, hardworking guy, keeps her straight. He's a good guiding light. She's a good wife, good mother. She's not a superhero, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. She's doable. Stifler's mom's doable.
So they're both bangable.
Where's the dividing factor here?
I don't know. It feels like Kitty was. Kitty's more of a good mom than Stifler's mom.
Leaving Stifler unsupervised, letting the kids just ravage the lake house.
Like, yeah, you can let them fuck and everything. Also doing drugs. We can only do one at a time. One at a time. If you're drinking, if you're doing drugs, that's all you can do right now.
But remember, that one time in Point Place. Ah, that's a mashup.
So fucking Allison Hannigan.
She was on that 70s show once, wasn't she? Didn't she make a guest appearance? No, Allison Hannigan. I feel like she did. But anyways,
Fisher was.
back to our debate. I like Kitty.
Kid.
I like Kitty. I feel like Kitty, you could take her out, pop her an edible, and she's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
We watched that 90s show because of Kitty.
Absolutely. Kitty and Red.
We didn't watch it for anything else.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I watched that 90s show not only for Kitty and Red, but also because my two favorite stoners are in it. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Second shout out on the show. So yeah. Number one on our mom's extravaganza, spectacular bonanza, mommies, MILFs, and everything else.
We got Kitty.
List. We got Kitty Foreman at
Kitty.
So as a quick rundown, 10-1, we got Peg Bundy at number 10. We got Franny Smith at number 9. Martha Kent, Superman's mom, at number 8. Angie Lopez from the Lopez Show at number 7. Nancy Hicks Gribble with the weather at number 6. Then we have Sci-Fi Mom at number 5.
I forget her name. We'll do something about that.
Yeah.
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
I kind of gave up on that one and let Francisco have.
God damn it!
Have a little nibble. Then we've got Sally, Percy Jackson's mom.
Give me 2 nibbles.
Yeah, she got to sleep with a god. Then, as a shocker, at number 2 we have Aunt May.
That was a battle.
Decided by a heated debate and ended in a wild rock paper scissors battle. And then at number 1 we have Kitty Foreman.
Kitty.
Now, as a compromise, I even offered you Aunt May as our number 1 honorable mention, and you turned that down. And we took it to rock paper scissors, and that won. So, in our, let's pick 5. We'll pick 5 honorable mentions. Can be from the list, can be someone you thought of after this. I think at number 1, because they battled for number 1, I think we need to put Stifler's mom number 1 on the honorable mentions.
Mom.
Stiffy.
Stiff MILF.
The stiff MILF. And then, what do you think, Sue Storm?
Sue Storm. I do.
Is number 2. Sue Storm, number 2. This one is going to get controversial, and I should have brought this up earlier. It's kind of in the vein of Peg Bundy, but I want to put Roseanne Barr from the Roseanne Show at number 3 on the list. So, Roseanne, Happy Mother's Day on the honorable mention list. You got 2 more spots. Who you got? List, no list. Your mom, my mom. My mom's number 1 on my list.
Those are givens.
My mom's number 1 on my list.
It's Nora Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot. I fixed that science.
What is it?
Nora Wakeman.
Nora. I like the name Nora.
Just because I like a little. I'm a little partial to an angry woman like that. I kind of want to go back to men. Guys, shout out men.
Men, number 4 on the honorable mention list. So
rocker world.
I'm gonna blow your mind with a big word. I'm gonna extrapolate from this information of lists that we've divulged, and I bet I could tell what kind of woman you like.
Oh
no. Spoiler. let's see. We got one more mom we can throw on the honorable mention list at number 5. Anybody you got in mind? Any debatable people we could throw on there?
Mom. Let me think. Let me just meme on you guys. I'm gonna throw out Bucciarati from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Golden Wind. Big old meme that the mom character was put on this one dude.
I was gonna say Bluey's mom, but okay.
Dude, Chili's got the moves.
or Mrs. Pickles from the Rugrats. There's some moms we didn't mention. There's a lot of good moms throughout the movies, and I think they're portrayed in various ways. But in the end, it's usually because of the love of their kids is typically the motive, and gotta love moms for that. But that's what movies and TVs and shit like that's for, is for made up, silly, funny, scary stories. So
That's what I think, man.
but so meme mom.
Mom.
No, I said meme.
Me mom?
Meme.
Mom.
You said not to get all memey, but I don't know anything about this. So meme mom rounds out the honorable mention list. Wow. That's a pretty solid list, bro. That's a pretty solid list. And I can tell you that the Father's Day edition of this list is going to get pretty heated. I've already got probably 25 names ready to line off. The daddy list, the zaddy list.
Zaddy list.
Or the Jaddy list.
The
Jake.
Jaddy.
Jaddy. What else is up? We're going to celebrate moms.
Gonna do some mommy celebration. I think I'll fucking double down. We're gonna do Belle. Fucking
Double down on it. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to follow up.
honestly was trying to get
Better see pictures. Pictures or it didn't happen, bro.
that's gonna be a problem. I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. Cause no, for real, I was trying to find a propane grill so I could take to the fucking aisle and grill something there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make fucking sandwiches.
Do a little picnic.
I did get a big old watermelon.
Big old watermelon.
Need some drinkies and fucking call it a fucking holiday.
There you go. We're hosting the mommies here tomorrow. We're gonna do burgers on the grill.
Grilled burgers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be anything super crazy. Some potato salad, some potato chips. Keeping the potato theme rolling, bro.
Let's go.
But yeah, it's gonna be a Couch Potatoes production. But we're gonna hang out, have the moms over, and just chill. So it'll be fun,
Dude. Can't wait, actually, because we had a week of clouds.
This weekend is gonna be beautiful. But
Yeah.
get your rain gear ready. It's going to rain every day this upcoming week.
Motherfuck, dude. That's what happened on 4th of May. So Cinco de Mayo. But on the 5th, the Cinco de Mayo parade, it was just rained out.
Yeah,
Like, people were still fucking it up, but it was just rainy. Some Seattle shit.
they're not even giving it a percentage, but there might be a few sprinkles in the morning. But other than that, it's supposed to clear up and be 76 degrees, full sun, beautiful ass day. So I'll be sitting inside watching TV. No,
Dude. No, dude, I'm fucking trying to get out here like a goddamn plant and try to, like, photosynthesis.
yeah, I got to get a little sun too. Plus, I'm back on my bullshit, taking stuff apart in my shed, refinishing it. So
Guys,
I got a
we got
table I'm working
merch?
on. I got a table I'm working on sanding down right now. I've got a big mirror wine rack that I'm gonna put some touches on and try to sell off. So if you're interested in some furniture being refinished,
Guys.
I'm back on my bullshit. Anything else for this special mama-sode?
Mama, so I think this is gonna bump a few episodes, or garnish one of our episodes.
Maybe this is the appetizer for an In the Wild, or maybe it's a dessert because this was a juicy, fun episode.
We had a little debate today.
Oh yeah, it got heated.
Ooh, we had 2 fights. We're gonna have so many fights on the dad episode.
Oh yeah. So I've got another way we can settle these debates. We're gonna play war. We're gonna split the deck of cards and we'll just play war. There we go. So
We got ideas.
We got ideas. We're continuing to grow. Follow, and subscribe at Frankish Bar for the podcast. Jake M14 for snippets and behind the scenes stuff, and both of us on social media.
Hell yeah, guys! Fucking check us out. Check us out around the Metro.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
we'll be
any
around.
day of the week.
Maybe you'll appear on an In the Wild episode.
Yeah, dude. Because that's while
We're
they're
falling in love.
We got some short ones, but those are still kind of my favorite ones.
Those shorties are nice.
Little short, just like a little cigar, shorty cigar. Fuck, man, like a whole cigar. Might as well be sucking dick.